Hey everyone. You know that feeling when you find like a golden nugget of a resource? That's how to get bookkeeping clients. 7 practical growth strategies for me, and we're diving deep.
And it's perfect timing because, it's like this book was written just for you and all your goals to grow your client list.
Isn't that something? It's like Mike Ravel, the author, crawled inside the mind of a bookkeeper. No generic marketing fluff here. This is the good stuff.
The really good stuff. And he jumps right in, no preamble, straight to strategy number 1, which is referrals.
Referrals, the classic. But Ravel doesn't just say get referrals, he breaks it down. Like that moment right after you just aced a super tricky tax filing for a client.
Exactly. That's when they're probably most appreciative of you. And having a pre-written email template ready, so it's easy for them to just hit send, that can make all the difference.
Oh, I like that. A template. So smart. Any tips for what makes a referral email really stand out?
I think it's about keeping it brief, benefits-driven. Just quickly mention your services, your ideal client, and then emphasize how much their recommendation means to you.
Short, sweet, to the point. Gotcha. Now, de Ravel also mentions offering incentives for referrals. What are your thoughts on that?
I think done right, it can be a win-win. Like
Yeah.
instead of just a discount, consider offering something like a free financial planning session, something that adds real value to their business.
Well, it's good. It's a value add for everyone. Okay, so we've got referrals down. What's next on the list for reeling in those
Well,
clients?
we've got to talk about online directories.
Right. It's like, is there a bookkeeper in the house?
Mhm.
And online directories, are you raising your hand?
Yes, exactly. But this is key. You got to be consistent. I'm talking your business name, contact info, services offered. Make sure it's all matching across every platform.
Right. You don't want anyone getting lost on the way to hiring you. So important.
Seriously. And that actually leads perfectly into the next strategy, which is thinking outside the spreadsheet. So
Exactly.
directories are great, but sometimes you've got to get a little more, I don't know, creative.
Oh, I love this. Thinking about where your ideal clients are actually hanging out online. Like if you specialize in bookkeeping for online businesses, for example.
You might join some Facebook groups for e-commerce entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Or maybe do a free webinar about online business finances. It's about going where they are.
Meeting them on their turf
Ex-
with a message tailored just for them.
Hmm.
Okay, this is good stuff. So we've covered referrals, we've hit online directories, and now we're getting strategic with targeted marketing. What's next in our client attraction journey?
Well, we have to talk about your website.
At the website, it's like your online headquarters, except instead of rent, you pay with good SEO and making sure it's user-friendly.
It is. And unfortunately, so many businesses just really miss the mark with their websites. They go for those cheap templates that might look flashy.
All style, no substance.
Exactly.
Like showing up to a networking event in a fancy suit, but then pressing your business cards.
100%. Right. Your website has to be more than just a pretty face. It needs to show off your brand, your expertise, the works.
It needs to work hard. So how do we avoid that digital window dressing trap?
Well, for starters, it needs to be packed with valuable content. Content that speaks directly to your ideal client. You know what I mean?
Content that solves their problems, answers their questions. It's like, hey, I get you, and I've got you covered.
Exactly. Someone lands on your site and bam, there's a blog post that's speaking directly to their biggest bookkeeping headache.
Yeah.
You become the hero.
Instant credibility, like you just handed them the cheat sheet to their accounting exam. And speaking of making things easy, mobile optimization is a must, right? Everyone's on their phones these days.
Oh, absolutely. A mobile responsive website, non-negotiable, can't have people pinching and zooming, getting frustrated because they can't even find your contact info.
Yeah, talk about a roadblock to hiring you. Okay, so we've got compelling content, we've made it mobile friendly. What else should we be thinking about?
Don't forget about those calls to action. Be clear about what you want people to do next. Schedule a consultation. Grab a free resource. Give them that little nudge.
That extra little push to take the next step. Okay, this is fantastic. So we've got referrals, online directories, strategic marketing, and a stellar website. What else can we add to our client attracting arsenal?
Well, we've got to give some love to a tool that's become essential for local businesses. Google My Business.
Yes, Google My Business, the key to popping up on those all-important Google Maps results.
Exactly. Think about it. Someone searching bookkeepers near me, and boom, there you are, front and center with all your info.
The digital equivalent of having a prime storefront location.
100%. And the best part, setting it up is totally free. You just got to claim that listing, make sure everything's updated, add some high-quality photos, make it look good.
Gotta have those visuals, maybe a few strategically placed spreadsheets.
You know me too well. But really, visual content matters. Makes your business more engaging, less blah, more ta-da.
And don't forget to encourage those happy clients to leave reviews.
Oh, yes. Social proof is powerful. Those positive reviews go a long way in building credibility. Make it a habit. Maybe after you finish a project, just a gentle nudge. Hey, would you mind leaving a review if you're happy with our work?
Love it. Okay, so Google My Business is looking sharp. We're attracting those local clients. Now, what about the wild world of social media?
It's interesting. Daravel actually cautions against that whole post every day, no matter what, grind that's become so common.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. There's a but coming, isn't there?
But it's all about being strategic with your social media.
Quality over quantity. Got it.
Exactly.
So less about bombarding your followers with random stuff and more about actually engaging with them and providing value.
Yes. And think about where your people are. Where are your ideal clients spending their time online? Which platforms are they on?
Because it's about meeting them where they're at, right?
Right. LinkedIn, now that's a gold mine for connecting with professionals. Share some thought leadership content, jump into some industry conversations. You could even reach out to potential clients directly.
Like a virtual networking event, but without the awkward small talk and spilled drinks.
Exactly. And hey, don't underestimate those Facebook groups. Find some that align with your target market. Be present. Be helpful.
Become that trusted resource. I love it.
Yep. And that brings us to our final client attraction strategy. And it's one that can really give all the others we've talked about a serious boost.
Okay, you've got my attention. What's the secret sauce?
Partnerships.
Partnerships.
Strategic alliances, my friend. They can open so many doors that you might not even know are there.
So it's about teaming up with other businesses that, complement what you do and cater to a similar audience.
You got it. Say you focus on bookkeeping for creative entrepreneurs. You could partner with, like, a business coach who specializes in working with creative types. They send clients your way for bookkeeping. You send them clients who need coaching. Everybody wins.
It's like a whole ecosystem of support and referrals.
Right. And think about it. Lawyers, VAs, marketing consultants, the list goes on. So many possibilities.
And it's not just about referrals either. You can do joint ventures, webinars together, cross-promote each other's stuff.
Absolutely. Two heads or, more are better than one.
I love it. Okay, so as we wrap up our deep dive into how to get bookkeeping clients, what's the biggest takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
I think the biggest thing is it's not about finding that one magic bullet.
Yeah.
Client attraction is about building a strategy that really works for you, your skills, your ideal clients.
Like building your own client attracting machine with all these different parts working together.
Yes. And don't be afraid to try things out. Track your results, make adjustments as you go. What works for one person might not work for another.
It's so true. It's all about finding your own groove. So for our listeners who are ready to get started, what's one small action step they can take, like today, to get the ball rolling?
I would say just pick one strategy from this episode that really resonated with you, and then commit to one small action. Reach out to a past client for a referral. Spruce up your Google My Business page. Do a little brainstorming about potential partners. Just one thing.
One step at a time. I love that because it all adds up.
It really does.
Those small steps build momentum, and before you know it, you've got that thriving business you've been dreaming of.
Exactly. And don't forget to celebrate the wins along the way, no matter how small. Each new client, each successful partnership, it's all worth celebrating.
Absolutely. Celebrate everything. Well, that's a wrap on this deep dive. Time to put all this amazing advice into action. We're cheering you on. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep crushing it.